Alright, what's good? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience owning the Lenovo Legion Go after 7 months. So let's get into it. The Legion Go is a really good handheld PC. I haven't really had many issues with it. I feel like it's probably the most stable and the best that I've used. I've had the ROG Ally. I've also had the Steam Deck and the Aya Neo 2. And this one right here, the Legion Go, is just so simple, so easy to use. I had little to no problems with it, and it just runs, it just works. And it even got better over time with some software additions. So I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. But the overall general experience is pretty good on this handheld PC, and like it's so versatile. So let me just give you a quick example. You can take off the controllers very easily and use it as a little tablet, and it just works proper. Like you can place it anywhere, you can use it in your hand, and because of the big 8-inch display, it doesn't feel too small when you're using it like that. So this tablet is just super versatile, and like when you're playing with your controllers disconnected from far away like a Nintendo Switch, it's just a good experience because of how big the screen is. It's even better than the Switch OLED, and on top of that, because this is a PC, you can play like any games you want, right? So you can even play Switch games if you wanted to learn how to emulate that kind of stuff. The experience is just so good as a tablet and a handheld PC, and even just as a Windows tablet, like casually using it. Like this thing right here is probably like my main computer that I use right now for everything other than video editing. So if I'm browsing the internet, if I'm playing games, if I'm just casually using my computer typing documents, I'll use my Legion Go right here. And I don't just use it in tablet mode or like in handheld mode. I actually use it on my desktop, which I'll show you later on. But that's why this is a magnetic sticker right here. You know, you can just put it on a MagSafe stand and go to work. So I'll show you that later on in this video. But yeah, I don't only use it as this tablet and handheld mode, but also at a desktop. But yeah, as you can see, it's just a very nice experience, decent screen size. It kind of works like a normal tablet, and the screen is also 144 Hz refresh rate, so it's super nice and smooth, fluid, and I really enjoy using this device in all the different ways you can use it. And then of course you got the controllers that are super versatile too, and you know, the trackpad and stuff like that. The controllers are great, and I love that they're so flexible in terms of what it can do. Like for example, I just put it into FPS mode, and now it's using this sensor at the bottom to be like a little mouse. Like that's super sick and flexible. There's a little scroll wheel right here, and yeah, that's super cool. But for my controllers, the top right button, it stopped working. I don't know why it stopped working. Now fine until recently it doesn't even sound the same. Like listen to this one, and then this is the one that doesn't work. There's like a clicky, springy sound. Maybe I can fix it myself. Maybe I can open it up. But yeah, the button just doesn't work properly. That's really the only thing that like kind of stopped working on this handheld PC. Everything else is completely fine. The ambient light sensor it works well enough. The brightness is good. The other buttons are fine. The analog sticks are decent. I don't really have too many issues with it. The other thing that like I guess I can criticize this handheld PC for is the fact that these controllers, they feel like a little bit cheap. Like they're super light and plasticky, and they just like, they're not uncomfortable, but they're also not the most comfortable controllers. And if you use this, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like they just have like an interesting shape compared to like other things. So yeah, now let's get into like the software. So when I first got the Legion Go, Legion Space wasn't that good. Legion Space looked pretty whack and outdated, but now it's pretty decent. I don't really use most of this stuff. Like I don't care about the recommended games. What I care about most is the settings. So in settings right here, you got, you know, all these different things like your fan speed, stuff like that. But what I mainly use is the performance profiles right here. So you can go there, you know, they got custom profiles, and then you can choose between quiet, balance, performance, and custom. And then you can also alter the fan curves as well to adjust the speed to make it how you want it. Most of the things I do, I leave it on balance because I don't really need a lot of power for the games that I play on the regular. But the biggest change that they made to Legion Space that really impacted me was the controls and like how they're more customizable now. So originally there wasn't really any button mapping, so you couldn't map the keyboard to, you know, all the buttons. So it wasn't a good experience for, you know, computer games or games that just don't have controller support by default. So you would have to use like Steam or, you know, other third-party programs. But now the Legion Go has it built into the software where you can customize each button to do specific things. So if I go here to my MapleStory profile, you can view the layout, and then boom, I got all my keys on the keyboard mapped to the buttons on this controller. You can go to the rear view, to use even all the custom buttons as well, which is pretty sick. That's basically what I use Legion Space for, just controllers, you know, occasionally adjust my power settings. Yeah, that's all I use Legion Space for. The other thing that I really like about the software on this device is this little menu right here. So you press this button right here and it will pop up this toggle menu, and you can do different things. So like you can adjust the brightness, the volume, you can turn off Bluetooth, turn off the Wi-Fi. You can change the screen resolution on the fly, which is really good. And then the refresh rate. The monitoring thing, it doesn't really work. It hasn't worked since this came out. Like you turn it on, it doesn't really show you all the stats. So I just leave that off. And then you have like your controller settings. So this is really cool too. So let's say you have different profiles, you can switch between them real quick. And then you can also view the layout, which is really nice if you forget where your controls are. And then you can change the vibration, lighting effects, you know, touchpad. This is something I use really often. So I'll open up the virtual keyboard if I need to type something in a game or like access different keys that I didn't map in MapleStory. So that's pretty sick. And you know, screenshot, mute, all that kind of stuff. And then the performance menu, you can go through all the different performance profiles that you have here, and you can also have custom ones. You can customize all these profiles. So just because it says performance doesn't mean it has to be the highest performance profile. You can customize it to however you want. But yeah, so I mainly just play on like the custom profiles that I have here. So this one is like ultra quiet, and then this one is, you know, whatever I need at the moment. So right now it's at 12 watts, and that's fine for like, you know, chill games. I could even go a little bit lower depending on what game I'm playing. So yeah, the software is good enough for me. I really don't, when it comes to handheld PCs and PCs in general, you don't really need too much because it's Windows. You can do whatever you want. So, you know, what it has right now is good. And all I really wanted was the customizable controls, which is here. So I'm chilling right now. So with these handheld PCs, people buy them because they want to like, you know, play portably and even like be able to game when your life is so busy. And I'm a new father, and you know, with these handheld PCs for fathers, it's kind of like saving them in the sense of like they can play games while, you know, still looking after their child or like holding their kid and stuff like that. It's just an easy way to get some gaming in with the little pockets of time you might have throughout the day. With this one, it definitely works for that. But at the same time, like I feel like there's a lot of time where you just feel tired, bro. Like you just don't have the energy to game. So like I have so many games that, you know, I've been wanting to play and I just haven't been playing them because I've just been feeling tired. So I guess what I'm saying is like getting a handheld PC, whether it's the Legion Go or the ROG Ally, the Steam Deck, it's not gonna solve your gaming issues, or like it's not gonna let you get through your gaming backlog instantly. Like you really have to plan the time and make sure you're doing that. I guess this comes with like getting older as a gamer, you know. Gaming is just not something that you're just gonna do for like 10 hours a day. You gotta actually literally plan it out. So stay tuned for another video I have where I'm going to talk about getting through my gaming backlog as an adult. But yeah, so really the main game that I've been playing for like the last like 3 or 4 months has been MapleStory. You know, the events and stuff like that in this game, I'll just log on, I'll do my dailies, collect my coins, I'll do some bosses as well, and that's it. So the one thing about playing MapleStory is like for movement, you gotta choose between the analog stick and the D-pad. And for some reason for me, like I don't press the directions, I guess, properly enough. So then I end up like down jumping when I'm not trying to down jump. So let's say I'm trying to double jump to one direction, left or right. I'll be trying to do that and then I'll randomly up jump by accident. So with the analog stick, there's definitely some misinputs, and I'm not sure if it's like a dead zone issue or like, you know, customizing it a little bit more. I tried to customize it and it still happens, or I'm not sure if it's just me, but you know, it definitely happens where I'll up jump by accident or I'll jump down by accident. And it could get annoying, especially when you're doing a boss and you're trying to like use a movement skill and then you dash into the ground by accident and then the boss, you know, gets you or something. That could be annoying. So I did try out the D-pad because, you know, D-pad is just more precise and it worked a little bit, but I feel like with certain classes that I play, like for example, Lin, using the analog stick just works more easier. It's more fluid and I can just at any moment press a different direction. Maybe I'm just not used to it, but I can't react as fast with the D-pad as I could with this. Especially with the layout of this controller, I feel like the analog stick is just more comfortable for movements and reactions. So yeah, that's my thoughts on like how the analog sticks and stuff perform in game actually. Another thing with the buttons is like they're super clicky. Like you might not be able to hear it, but the D-pad is alright, it's a more damp sound. But yeah, you could be making a lot of noise with this little handheld right here if you're somebody that plays aggressively. that's basically my experience using the Legion Go. So now I'm going to talk about some accessories that I have that actually enhance the experience a little bit. First one is this power bank right here. This is the Inu Fast Charge. It has a battery capacity of 25,000 milliamps, and this is just a really good power bank because, you know, it has 3 ports that charge at different speeds. You got 18 watts for regular USB-A, 45 watts for USB-C, and then 100 watts for USB-C as well. And you can charge this power bank itself with this USB-C port right here. A lot of these handheld PCs, they require a higher amount of wattage when you're trying to charge them. So, you know, I had other power banks, like I have this one right here, this is a big one, and some other ones, and they just didn't charge the Legion Go. When you're on the go, especially in my car, I had to get a power bank like this to charge my Legion Go when I'm on the go. And yeah, this one works really well. It can actually charge the Legion Go up, basically a full battery, and it just keeps the game alive for a couple more hours. This is essential if you're buying a handheld PC and you want to use it on the go. Having a good portable charger will definitely help you. You'll see the link for this in my description. The other accessory is a folding keyboard. So if I really want to, you know, bust out a keyboard and a mouse, then I can get productive and do that with this Legion Go anywhere I am. You could use the built-in mouse thing, you know, FPS mode, but I like just having a normal mouse, and it works pretty well. The screen, like I said, the screen is big enough to actually get stuff done. So that's that keyboard and mouse. Also find this in the link in my description. The next accessory that I use, like I said, I got MagSafe on the back of this, and I use these MagSafe stands like all over my house. So I got, you know, one little place where I can put these stands in, right here. It slides in and out. Then I got another one on this desk on the other side, slide in and out very easily. And then at my other desk, there's another one. So there's another one of these that is stuck to the desk, and exactly the same way, slide it in and out. So I'm gonna show you that right now. Okay, so like I said, MagSafe sticker is on the back of the Legion Go, and I just put it on this, and boom, it snaps to the stand. And then I just connect my USB-C cable, which connects to the hub that I have, which connects to the monitor, and then boom, that is connected. I can adjust the stand however I want it, and then automatically it's gonna connect to the monitor. So this is the little hub right here in the back. Has the HDMI port, the charger, and then, you know, there's additional ports on the back and some other ports where I can put like an SD card if I want to. This connects to the keyboard, which I'll show you right here. This keyboard is a pretty cool keyboard because it can connect up to 3 Bluetooth devices, but it could also do 2.4 gigahertz, which is nice with that dongle over there. And yeah, it's just a nice wireless keyboard. You just change the mode and boom. And the reason why I wanted this wireless keyboard is because my desk is very modular. So with this stand over here, this MagSafe stand, I connect my phone, and that has Samsung DeX, so that I can, you know, use my phone on the monitor. And then I have my Mac Mini back there for video editing. So when I'm not using this setup with that hub over there, I use my Mac Mini, and all those devices are connected to this keyboard some way or another, and it's just blessed. But yeah, going back to the Legion Go, this is how I use the Legion Go. Like, I'll say like maybe 80% of the time, like literally on this external monitor at this desk setup, and it can, you know, turn into something else when I need it to. So yeah, Legion Go is basically my main computer that I use for everything outside of video editing. I go back and forth between my Z Fold 5 and the Legion Go, but I lean a little bit more towards the Legion Go because it's just more capable in terms of what it can do. And then yeah, so it's my main computer. When I need to play games like on the go or something like that, I literally just grab my Legion Go like a switch from a dock, and I can play handheld wherever I want. Then when I'm home, just come back to the desk, plug it in, put it on the MagSafe stand very simply and very easily, and boom, now I'm either playing a game on a full screen monitor, or I'm just chilling, doing whatever I want on my desktop PC, which is the Legion Go. So yeah, that is basically my experience with the Legion Go. So I'm about to go do some MapleStory dailies and, you know, have some fun on this thing. So thanks for watching this video. And if you enjoyed, subscribe, like, comment, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we out. Peace.